That which is cosmic awareness is indeed available and greets one and all at this very auspicious time, at this moment in time, that you are all experiencing in that which you would call this earthly field of consciousness. That you stand on the very edge of an event that is about to happen in a short time, approximately less than 2 weeks. This, of course, being the energy of the solar eclipse that will track across America through the very heartland of America. That traditionally in solar eclipses and, of course, lunar eclipses as well have been a moment where those who are experiencing it are moved by these solar energies that are suddenly eclipsed as the moon moves across the plane of the sun. This time, the solar eclipse will be through that which is the heartland of America. While solar eclipses actually occur every 6 months, this particular solar eclipse will be of great significance, particularly in America itself. For what should be remembered is not that it is yet another solar eclipse, but that it is a solar eclipse that is making itself shown in a very significant way to a country of great significance in and of itself. While the whole planet will most definitely be in the energies of the eclipse, it is in America that millions will be able to take part in this extraordinary event, where they see the energies of that which is the central focus on this solar level in the solar system that you are in, showing itself to you very clearly. Of course, in the past, many indigenous cultures that are less civilized, if you will, have used the event of the solar eclipse to justify that there is a solar entity, a greater consciousness that exists, and that by losing the light, there was often fear and panic around that event. Of course, it is always so that the actual event only lasts a few minutes, and the light does return. But those moments of total eclipse, in which people see the sun actually being blotted out, have traditionally been of such a magnitude that there is something even primordial that is evoked, primal in its energies. Remember that these eclipse events simply are the ways of the angles of the sun, the moon, and the earth playing out with each other, and that when an event happens, although traditionally there have been very strong energies around it in terms of human emotions, that it is the solar system's way, the way of the sun, the moon, and the earth, of dancing with each other and bringing forth these energies that can be significant to the individual partaking in them. On this occasion, as already spoken, the track of the total eclipse is through the middle of America, through the very heartland of America. What this awareness would offer as an image of that track of the solar eclipse as it goes across the states is that of a giant zipper being unzipped. This would allow energies that have been locked up in the land itself, America specifically here, to also be released. Now, this event then could be interpreted as an event of great magnitude if energies are being released. But it must also be remembered that the energies that are being released are also of a nature that can be very disrupting and very challenging. not even necessarily on the day of the eclipse itself, but in the days, weeks, and months after the event. And this awareness specifically does say that the energies to be released at this time will see themselves playing out in the months of September, October, and into November. There is also an event in September, a planetary event of alignment of planets of great significance, this being on the 23rd of September. The importance of any of these events is not necessarily that they are naysayers, the bringers of doom and gloom, but rather that the energies are being moved, are being shifted, are being opened up to. Remember also, as this awareness declared last month, that Mother Earth herself has moved into a new template, a template that is in alignment with the central sun. And in this way, energies on planet Earth are different in actuality to that which has been the norm for thousands of years. Saying this, at the same time, it is to be realized that the majority are not aware of such an event, and rather are still stuck in the old template energies, because this is what is known, because of the manipulations and control that certain ones have had for thousands of years over humanity itself. But many are awakening. Therefore, with the energies of the eclipse that are opening up the release of that which has been locked away for so long in regards to this new template, do not be surprised if those events that happen bring down old structure, old social order, or at the very least challenge it extremely so, to the point that many will not understand what is happening in their lives. This is actually an event and a series of events that actually will be of great positive nature, or at least will have such positive nature if you energize this, if you align yourself with these new energies of this new template. The paradox, of course, here is that the energies are always moving and shifting, but with the energy of that alignment of the central sun and Mother Earth, as well as the sun itself, your sun, soul, that all of this together presents opportunity for the many to adjust to new ways and concepts. To do this would require also that you reevaluate the energies of your own lives. And this is a primary energy of this month as well, re-evaluation and resetting. Therefore, do not be surprised if the events in your lives are of such a nature that some of that which you once were convinced was the truth of it all is challenged, or that your lives are shaken up somewhat. It is not the shaking up of one's life that should be focused on, but rather that it is then an opportunity to look at things differently and to reset your own eternal clock and your own internal perception of events, away from that which emphasizes that change is bad to that change is the opportunity to grow, to develop, to step into a whole new set of belief constructs, paradigms, and even, as already spoken, new templates for you to live your lives by. And therefore, with the energies of the eclipse and the energies that will follow, this awareness does say to you one and all, be prepared for a very wild ride over the next 3 to 4 months, starting with the releasing event, the unzippering of the energies of the United States, so that which is held deep within can be released, whether it is the toxicity of a nation that is not quite in alignment, or more positively, the release of forces that make possible new beginnings. That this completes the opening message for this awareness.